Hi everyone, and welcome to a very quick little update on what's going on. So the last, since May, you might have noticed that a lot of my videos, my drawings have been very strange or not maybe up to the standard of what I'm used to drawing. And this is pretty much because I've not been a very well bunny. So since May, I've been struggling with pain. It started off in my neck, then went down into my shoulders, into my arms, my hands, and then eventually into my feet. It's taken quite a long time because of this, that, and 10 other things that are happening with the NHS, GP services and all of that to actually get anywhere. But they've basically started me on treatment, which is making a difference. So hopefully we're going to get back to some normality. So I just want to explain to you guys a bit about what it's like when you're in pain and you still want to be creative. Because basically at one point I didn't have the use of my hands. I couldn't do this. In fact, this hand, you can see this finger's a bit out of kilter, and this is how much I can do with it. So I've not got this hand back yet fully, but at one stage I literally couldn't even do that. So I have had a bit of a battle, and for somebody who uses their hands every single day and wants to be creative, it was extremely difficult to deal with mentally. And I know everybody has their threshold of mental health and such. I've never really let mental health get to me, but I will admit that it did put me in a very down place, not being able to hold a pencil, not being able to hold a basic object or pick something up. It really hit hard. To get through that, I was very, very lucky that my work colleagues and my family were there to support me and encourage me and keep me on the right kind of mindset. And I did have very big down days and up days, because I would get so far through the day. So I'd start the morning not being able to use my hand. I would work it with clay, with squeezy things, with physio balls, and I'd get somewhere like 2 o'clock, my hand would be usable. And I was like, yay, this is brilliant. But the next morning we're back to square one. And it was just making me feel so despondent and negative, and it just, was not a good time. So eventually they've put me on treatment for this, and they diagnosed me under the joy of rheumatoid arthritis. Now, I'm not young, but I'm not old, so this has been a bit of a shocker to be put under. Now, it's not fully conclusive because everything is out of kilter here in the UK with our NHS. I'm not going to get political, but let's just say I'm not happy. So I've actually not had the x-rays that I should have had before going for the doctor's treatment. And so I'm still waiting x-rays to confirm what my hands and feet are up to, and they could all come back clear. So, I'm in limbo right now. But then what started to happen was my feet, I've not literally been able to stand or take any weight on one of my feet in particular. So standing for 8+ hours at work has been absolute agony. Because literally I've been having to sit down to take the weight off, but even then the pain was excruciating. Because I'm on a medication now for the rheumatoid arthritis, I can't take certain painkillers. You see where this is going. So I'm kind of, again, limbo. And this really, mentally, as I say, good days, bad days. And eventually we went down a walk-in centre. They refused to help. Thank you very much. And then we finally managed to get to see a doctor, which is the first time since May I've actually seen a physical, real doctor. I'm not going to say any more on that. And they've now diagnosed that I've got plantar fasciitis. plantar fasciitis. So basically the fascia under my foot is inflamed and has got issues. So now I've got to get treatment for that, which is going to involve physio, painkillers and other things. So basically, since May, I've not been having a good time. And what's made it a lot harder is I've not been able to draw. I've not been able to bottle down and do the things that I love. I've had to give up my fish. So anyone who knows me that I've been over 20 years a tropical fish keeper. I've had to give them up because of the immunosuppressant tablets that I'm on, because of the dangers of me catching a bacterial infection. So I've had to give up that. But I was determined I'm not giving up drawing. So as I say, I've been very, very lucky to have family and colleague support all the way through this so far. And that's kind of what's kept me going and kept me pushing. And even though it's literally some days I didn't know where to concentrate on the pain because every part of me was just in such pain. And plantar fasciitis, sorry, I call it fasciitis because it's just easier for me. Plantar fasciitis, the only way I can describe it is, if ever you've had the pleasure of stepping on a Lego, imagine walking across a whole floor of Lego, but hot Lego. And that has been the sensation in my feet. So as I said, I've not been able to stand, to walk. It's been horrendous. And of course, not being able to stand and walk, I've put pressure on my hip. So I've got so much work to rebalance pretty much my hip, my knees, my feet, everything. Sitting down even hurts. Don't ask me where that falls into it. So I'm on the road to recovery, hopefully. Nothing's making sense currently with my test results. Doesn't surprise me because it's me. And in fact, I knew that my feet were different to what was happening with my shoulders and my hands. Wasn't really getting believed on that one, so I'm glad that I finally proved a point with that. You shouldn't have to literally debate and argue to get people to listen, but that is what has happened. But we're getting there. So I don't know how long my treatment's going to go on, if I'm stuck with the treatment for life or where we're going for that. But I am determined that I'm going to keep on drawing. Even if it's 2-minute sketches, 5-minute sketches, 10-minute sketches, redoing drawings that I know how to draw a million times over. It is just doing the exercise of drawing. So I'm going to be drawing terrible things, as in terrible quality. I'm going to be drawing nice drawings, as in not bad quality. But it is going to take me time to rebuild. I've got to get strength back in my hands. I've got to get my confidence back, both physically and mentally. And I've got to get kind of my work-life balance sorted. A lot of things has got to happen. So, as I say, drawing and trying to keep drawing with pain, it has been extremely difficult. But it is possible. You've got to, and I don't want to make this sound easy. You've got to push all of the negativity to the side. You've got to say to yourself, right, I've gotten up, I'm getting going, and I'm doing this, and set a goal. You might not make the goal at the time you want to make it, but it's the trying. I mean, the last few days, the goal has been to actually stand up for more than 5 minutes without being in excruciating pain, and we're getting there. Another goal was to be able to hold a pencil. We're getting there. And it's these little goals, and you literally have to take it little by little by little. You know what, putting on a pair of socks, I wanted to do a victory lap when I put on my own pair of socks, because since my family members have had to be my carers, basically, that's how bad things got. So, and that doesn't help in a sense. That made me feel even more down, more fed up, because I felt useless. I've been feeling like a complete burden to people, to everyone basically. And I have to push that out of my head and say, no, we can do this. And literally refer to myself as we. We can do this. We can take each step at a time. And self-motivate. Take every positive and treat it like I've just won a Nobel Prize, Peace Prize, or, you know, just won a marathon. And it's that small grain of positivity every time that's just helped me carry forward and keep on going. So I do plan to get back into drawing properly. I do plan to get back to some sort of normality. You will notice a few of my YouTube videos will probably have titles like Drawing in Pain, because I might as well point out when I'm actually struggling and in pain. There aren't that many because it's just been so difficult. Even to do a 2-minute drawing, it's been really hard. So I've been doing 1-minute sketches. I've been drawing stick people, you know, anything just to try and keep it going. And I'm not bothered if my drawings don't look perfect. I'm not bothered at all, because it's just the motion of doing the action. So I just thought I'd update you guys. I mean, we'll just see how this all goes at the end of the day. All I can do is keep on trying, pushing and working towards it. I mean, I'm probably, I want to get walking again. If I can get walking properly, if I can get my hands working, that's fine by me. I can deal with the shoulder pain at the end of the day. I can deal with the arm pain. But I want to be walking. I wanted to go so many things this year. Can't do them because I can't walk properly. So many shows I've missed out on, so many events. And that's, again, added to my frustration. But there's also next year. There's also the year before. There's also more shows and stuff coming up. So I just reset my goals. Yeah, I thought I would give you guys a little bit of an update on my adventure. So there we go. And there's a quick sketch. Well, quickish for me. And until next time, hopefully you'll see my drawings improve as we go through the healing process. And yeah, so if anyone's struggling with pain, please don't let it win. Keep going. Every little victory, even if you're sat drawing stick people, 1,000 stick people, it doesn't matter. You're doing something. Be happy with the smallest achievements that you do, because they all add up, and stay positive. So until next time, all the best and happy drawing to you all.